Yo, 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 yo. Welcome once again, people, to Ezra Chocolate Chess. I know some of you say, chocolate? Why chocolate? I think some of my games are smooth and silk like chocolate. Not all of them though, because sometimes I get battered. Okay, taking on a guy called Dark Matter. Let's get straight to business. I moved my pawn out a couple of nights. He's moved his 2 pawns out and a knight. We're both trying to take control of the centre of the board. So I moved the bishop out to c4. Essentially, I was looking to try and attack his king early with where my knight's positioned on f3, but he's blocked that with his pawn on h6. So where do we go from here? Let's move this pawn up to d3. Okay, I'm going to have to move my pawn now from a2 to a3, so that if he attacks my bishop with his knight on c6, I've got an escape route. So let's see what he's going to do next. At the minute things look pretty good for me, but it looks pretty good for him as well. My king on the baseline on e1, at any moment getting ready to castling with my rook and get him as safe as possible, as safe as he can be at this stage in the game. So Dark Matter is doing some thinking. Okay, comes out with his pawn to b6. Nice one. So I'll get the bishop out to support my knight on c3, and then I castle link. So get my queen nice and safe. His queen comes out, and at this point I think I'll threaten his queen, because if his queen doesn't move, then he'll have to take my knight with his knight, and it's an exchange that I want at this point. So his queen's under threat now. What will he do for me? Okay, he's took my knight, he's gone for the knight. Let's get rid of that. Okay, he castle links. So his king's relatively safe at the minute. So the bishop now, my bishop now is in a really fairly strong position. On d5, let's push this pawn up. I pushed that pawn up, but actually it wasn't that great a move, because he's double backed up with his queen and bishop, but he don't take it. So let's threaten his knight, moves the knight, and now I've got a chance to get rid of this knight. Let's get rid of this knight. Knight gone. He's got no choice. Taken the bishop with his pawns, so now he's got 2 pawns on the same line, which is always great. Not all the time, but most of the times when you see the opposition with 2 pawns on the same line, that normally spells good news for you. So it's opened up a little bit. I'm looking now to take that pawn on a5. He hasn't got anything that can defend that at the minute. He could go straight. He could kill my bishop on d5 with his bishop on b7. Is he going to do that, or is he looking to do something else? He's moved a pawn. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this pawn, I think, on a5. So now I'm looking to attack now this left side. He's really concerned now, so he's moved his king across, and I've got my pawn still advancing on b5. So I'm thinking, what do I do from here? King's safe. at the minute. Okay, so his king's backing up that knight. Let's get rid of the bishop. So his bishop's gone. And I don't think he'll take that with his king, because if he does I can put him straight in check. He doesn't. It's exactly what I wanted. His queen comes across. That now leaves that rook open, so let's take the rook. His queen's defending him. I think let's get rid of her as well. If we get rid of her, that makes my position even stronger. Alright, he's in check. Okay. Let's now look to advance these pawns, because the whole of that my left side, his right side, looks pretty weak now from his point of view, pretty strong from my point of view. Looking to advance these pawns now. Okay, so he comes down. Let's get rid of that, I think. Yeah, get rid of that pawn. Opens a nice little gateway, which is exactly what I wanted. So, okay, he advances his bishop now. Put him in check. He has to move. Things not looking too bad at the minute. He'll probably, if he doesn't move his rook to threaten my rook, he'll probably threaten my the bishop. He'll probably threaten my rook with his bishop. He's thinking about it. Okay. He's faced off with my rook, and to be honest, I'm happy to exchange. Yeah. Well, let's get rid of that. Okay, start pushing this pawn forward even more. His bishop comes down, but he's quite ineffective at the minute. Advance my knight, and my knight now can just cause absolute havoc. So I'll get rid of that pawn. Let's get the knight in position. So I'm going to send the knight now to b5, and from here I can look to advance my pawn on a6. Let's push him up to a7. So what does he do? He can either go across. He doesn't. He takes him with a bishop, and that's fine because he's lost his bishop now. So he's lost his bishop because my rook's protected by the knight. He advances a pawn. Quite ineffective really, because now the rook can cause mayhem, and I think at this point you might just see that the game's up, and he does. It's another win for Eze. Fantastic. Dark Matter resigns. If you want to see any more of my games online against players from literally all over the world, then just click and subscribe. See you soon.